So if you're looking at possibly moving to Prosper, Texas, maybe you're here in the Dallas area just looking to relocate to a different suburb, or maybe you're moving from out of state and are looking at, some of the best suburbs for you and your family to live in, and maybe Prosper has come up for you. This is the video that you're gonna watch. This is the next step if you've considered Prosper as a possible option for you. In today's video, we are going to pull up the map. We're gonna give you a really in-depth tour of Prosper, what's around Prosper, what's in Prosper, what are all the entertainment options, where are the schools at, where are the most popular neighborhoods, giving you the entire lay of the land of Prosper, Texas, so you can decide if Prosper, Texas is a possibility for you or not. Hey, my name is Michael Caraway. I'm a realtor here in the DFW Metroplex, and let's go ahead and pull up the map now. All right, so have the map pulled up here, and as you can see, outlined in red up here is gonna be the city of Prosper. So not a huge suburb when you compare to all of the other ones a little bit further south, like Frisco. It's going to take up like this whole area right here, or McKinney, which is going to take up like this whole area. Like these are some pretty major suburbs when you're looking at, Frisco, McKinney, Little Elm, Allen, all of those. Prosper is pretty tiny in comparison. So you're not seeing as big of a population in Prosper. You're not seeing as much square footage or square miles in Prosper compared to some of these other suburbs, which a lot of people do like. Now, you're a little bit further north in the suburbs than a lot of people realize. Downtown Dallas is, I should say Dallas proper is going to be right there. Downtown Dallas is going to be in this little center right here. And then you just have suburbs basically between this Dallas area into Prosper. So you're on the very northern edge of the suburbs in the DFW Metroplex, pretty much straight north of Dallas. Now, as far as commute time goes, from Prosper into Dallas, right now we're 10:15 a.m. on Thursday. It's saying to take about 47 minutes to get downtown. However, if we were to depart at 7 a.m. today, that time would have increased to between 40 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes. So that's about what it takes to get about 36 miles from Prosper into downtown Dallas. So if you are commuting to Dallas for work, it is doable from Prosper. You're going to be leveraging this roadway right here, which is Dallas North Tollway, which runs straight north and south. Now, Dallas North Tollway currently ends right about here, and it turns into Dallas Parkway and continues up north. Now, this whole little stretch right here that becomes Dallas Parkway is actually going to become an extension of Dallas North Tollway as time continues to go on. They're working on expanding that now. And so as that continues to develop, you're going to see more and more development continue to move northward, and Prosper is no longer going to be the most northern populated suburb. Salina's seeing a lot of growth right now already. And so you're still not going to be necessarily on the very far north edge just because of this development in Salina. So as far as the other roadways that you're going to be relying on in Prosper, Texas, if you live up in this area, we already talked about Dallas North Tollway, which is right here. The other popular one that you're going to be leveraging is going to be 380, which goes east and west. And 380 from this little section, I'd say right about here, down and as you continue to work your way west, this is going to be a pretty brutal section of 380 in the sense of a lot of construction and a lot of traffic right now. And so this is going to be adding a lot of time to your commute if you're going further to the western side of Prosper. So really what you're going to want to do if you're looking for commuting and ease of commute and not have to deal with a ton of traffic, my suggestion is to try to make sure that you are on the eastern side of 423. And 423 is this road right here that goes north and south. And so if you can be on the eastern side of 423, you should be pretty good as far as your commute time goes. You have a little bit of traffic that goes on 380 here, but it's nothing that is out of the question when it comes to, or out of the norm when it comes to a typical suburb traffic. So that's just something to consider, is try to get a little bit more on the eastern portion of 423. Now, the other roadway that you're going to be likely using if you're living in Prosper is going to be Preston Road, which Preston Road is this 289 right here. It goes, way far south, but runs straight through Prosper and gets down into Frisco. And so, what I always like to suggest is that if you're going to live in Prosper and you want easy commutes, make sure you're located along or easy access to Preston Road or Dallas Parkway, or easy access to 380 somewhere along the lines. That way you can easily get to one of these north-south roadways, being Dallas North Tollway or Preston Road, to be able to get down into Dallas or Frisco or wherever else you're going. You also have Coit Road, which is going to be a popular road, which is right here. And again, if you're located along Coit Road, you're going to be pretty good for traffic. It should be pretty easy for you to get where you need to go. So all those are great roadways to be leveraging if you're living in Prosper. Now, as far as things to do in Prosper, there's really a few things that you're actually able to do in Prosper. There's not a ton, but there are your normal conveniences that you're going to need, which I think are worth pointing out. But then we're also going to zoom out a little bit and show you what's around Prosper that a lot of people in Prosper are going to be leveraging. So the first thing to point out is going to be the gates of Prosper. The gates of Prosper is going to be kind of this little area right here. And you have everything you need in this little area right here. I'm going to actually just jump into, one second. I'm going to jump into satellite view so you can get a little bit better perspective of what's going on in this area. So we have a Walmart right here. You have a Dick's Sporting Goods right here. There's like Great Clips. There's a Thai restaurant over here, I believe. Burlington Coat Factory, TJ Maxx, Ulta, and tons of other stores that just aren't popping up, like Claire's, Bath and Body Works, all that kind of stuff. You've got a Chili's, you've got a Chick-fil-A right here. You've got tons of like a cupcake store in here, a pizza shop, burger shop, breakfast place right there. Over here, again, kind of the same thing. You're going to get sub shops, a tea spot. And then you have a Olive Garden right here, a Whataburger here, and a Texas Roadhouse over here. Across the street over on the other side of Preston, you're going to get some more restaurants. Right over here is going to be Shakerton's, which is like a bar and grill. Fish City Grill is right over here as well. And then to the north, you're going to have Gloria's Latin Cuisine, which is one of my favorites, and Killa Pie. Then you get some Kohl's over here, Bank. There's a Starbucks over in this spot. You've got the UPS store, Sports Shop, Michael's, Wine and Spirit Shop, Salon, Hobby Lobby. You've got a landscaping store here, and then obviously it's not showing up here, but one of the most popular things here, oh, here it is. One of the most popular things here now is going to be a Target. Brand new Target just opened up right here. So this whole area right here, everything you need between groceries and restaurants and shops, you can get everything here, and you're not, having to go outside of Prosper. It's really conveniently located in Prosper. I'm just going to point out Prosper here again so you can see these are the bounds of Prosper, and the gates of Prosper is going to be right here. So definitely a nice thing to have if you're going to be living in or around Prosper. Now, the other thing that you're going to see in Prosper, or have to do in Prosper, is going to be downtown Prosper. Downtown Prosper, I'm just going to hop into Street View just to give you a little bit of a look around. Nothing special right now. I mean, there are some good shops, don't get me wrong, but it's not that significant as far as the size goes. So we're getting into downtown Prosper here. Probably the most popular thing that people go to downtown Prosper for is going to be this right here, which is not even showing up. This was back in March of 2021. It just no longer looks like this. It is actually a coffee shop now. And this coffee shop is one of the best coffee shops around the area. So that's a nice little thing. And then the main area for downtown Prosper, again, this is out of date. This is 2021. It looks a lot different now, but you got a little boutique shop, you got a church, you've got a restaurant right here, the Gen. You're going to be, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, so it looks so much different now. Now we're back in August of 2018 is what's showing. But like over here in this area, right over here, there's actually way more buildings now. And so you have a brewery, you've got a new restaurant that's going up. You've got townhomes and apartments being built right over here. You also, over on this side of the street, again, this is empty now, or this was empty, but now it's not. You have like a new winery, a rooftop winery here, a lot more retail popping up here, and they got a lot more in the works. So downtown Prosper, even though right now what you're seeing looks a little empty, it is growing pretty rapidly, and you've got a lot more going in. Actually, you can see now it's popping up as I zoom out. Here you got your brewery right here, and your wine house right here. So a lot more development happening there right now. But as far as, you know, the places to go eat and stuff like that, that's likely where you're going to go, is either downtown Prosper or the gates of Prosper. Now we're gonna get right back to this video, but as much as I love making these videos, what I love more is helping people just like you make the move to or within the DFW Metroplex. So if you're looking to buy a home or you need to sell a home here in the DFW area, then definitely reach out. I'd be honored to help you make the move to or within the DFW Metro. Now, where are the grocery stores in Prosper, Texas? Let's go ahead and pull those up. Now, obviously, we've already talked about Walmart and Target, which is going to be right over in this area. I'm gonna switch back into normal map view here. So we got Walmart and Target right here. And then I think the best option for grocery stores in Prosper is gonna actually be on the western portion of Prosper. You're gonna get a Kroger right here, just outside Windsong Ranch. And then you also, across the street, right in this area right here, just had a new H-E-B open up, which is a lot of people's favorite grocery store here in Texas. So that's a new addition that you're gonna have access to if you live in Prosper as well. And then you are having another Walmart that's gonna be built right in this area as well. So plenty of options, kind of no matter where you're living in the Prosper area. And a lot of people are looking for more, organic options. And if that's the case, a lot of people will make their way down into Sprouts. This one's technically in McKinney, but not too far away from Prosper. So a lot of good options for grocery stores and eating and shopping just in Prosper or just outside of Prosper. Now while we're on the topic of things to do and places to see and all that kind of stuff, really when you're living in Prosper, the most options for things to do is going to be located in Frisco. So Frisco, you can see Prosper is right over here and Frisco is right here. So you're just on the border of Frisco, and in Frisco is where you're going to see most options for entertainment. Now closest to you is going to be the new PGA district in the Fields West area. This area is very up and coming, but you have a lot going on here. The PGA of America moved their headquarters to Frisco, and that's going to be right in this area. So just on the other side of 380 is where they're building all of that. And so they've built, if you Google it, I covered it in a lot of other videos, so I'm not going to today in this video, but tons of things to do, great restaurants, some nice shopping in PGA already, some great golf courses, all that kind of stuff. And then over on this area, they're working on, it's called Fields West, and they're building a big entertainment and shopping district right here. So that's going to be 10 to 15 minutes away from you if you're living in Prosper. So that's another huge win. They're also going to be putting in a Universal Studios right around here, which is going to be a scaled down Universal Studios targeted to littler kids. So it's not going to be as chaotic as some of the other Universal Studio locations. And then, as you continue working your way down Dallas North Tollway, you're going to have unlimited amounts of options for restaurants and shopping. And then this is going to be your primary area down here where I'm boxing in, which is the Stonebriar Mall area. So that's going to be your biggest and closest mall if you live in Prosper. So just all things to consider. Maybe you don't have the most things to do and most options in Prosper, but within that 10 to 20 minute mark, you can get a lot of places. So I want to make sure we talk a little bit about neighborhoods in Prosper, Texas. And to do that, I'm going to pull up the satellite view again, and we're going to just kind of show you around. We're not going to go super in depth. I do a lot of neighborhood tours specifically, and I do a lot in Prosper. So check out my channel. There's just going to be some more videos on there that you can check out for Prosper neighborhoods. I've got videos on Windsong Ranch and Star Trail and several others. So definitely check out those on my channel. But just for context again, here's Prosper. We're going to go hop into this view here. And the first neighborhood I want to point out is going to be Windsong Ranch. And Windsong Ranch is definitely the most popular neighborhood in Prosper, Texas. A lot of people move to Prosper just because they want to be in Windsong Ranch. And so this is going to be roughly the border of Windsong Ranch. It will expand even bigger, but the big attraction to this is going to be their really beautiful homes, their new construction homes, and the fact that they have this feature right here, which is a lagoon. You can see it's absolutely gigantic. You can take, you swim out there, you can take paddle boards and kayaks out there. And then they have these beach areas in there as well. It's sand beach. So a lot of people are moving to this area strictly because of this lagoon. You're also seeing a ton of trails through the neighborhood. It's a heavy golf cart community. So you're seeing golf carts go all the way around in the neighborhood all the time. They even, will make their way down into the retail over here. If they're going to go to Home Depot or Kroger, or they want to go get a drink or something like that, a lot of people drive their golf carts down to this retail area from Windsong Ranch. So a lot of people like Windsong Ranch, and it's something you should definitely look into if you're looking in this area. Now, one of the more new neighborhoods is going to be Mosaic. I'm going to have to point this out because it's not really showing up on the map here. Here we go. All right, so Mosaic is just north of Windsong Ranch. So you can see Windsong Ranch is right here. Mosaic is further down here, and you're kind of off on your own little island right now. You can see, have some development going on here, but nothing massive yet, but there are plans to make this pretty dang big. So this is, if you're looking for new construction, this could be a great spot for you. They're doing some really beautiful homes in this neighborhood. Definitely worth checking out there. As we continue working our way around Prosper a little bit, and don't get me wrong, there's way more neighborhoods than we're going to cover today. One of the more established neighborhoods that people like are going to be Lakes of La Chima. There's some great, more established homes in there. You're going to have more mature trees. So definitely worth noting if you're looking for that kind of vibe. Willow Ridge is another great neighborhood if you're looking for the similar kind of neighborhood, more established. And I like these two neighborhoods because you have such close access to the gates of Prosper right here and downtown Prosper. There's a lot of great development happening right over here around the high school here, which is Walnut Grove. And you have some great newer homes in this area right here. This is going to be Lakewood at Brook Hollow. And then you have some other ones. There's a new construction neighborhood popping up right here. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Let's see. Wandering Creek. That's right. I was just out there yesterday. It's a Toll Brothers community. There's some great homes going up there as well. So definitely if you're looking at new construction, there's some good options here in Prosper that you're not having to get way out in the country to be able to get access to new construction like a lot of other communities require. This is another great neighborhood right here. Whitley Place is, again, more of an established neighborhood, but beautiful homes, really well maintained. You're going to have a lot of good options in there. Gentle Creek is a country club. It's in Prosper, Texas. So again, if you're looking for a little bit more higher end living and you want access to a golf course community, Gentle Creek could be an awesome option. I love that neighborhood. Really, really good neighborhood. So Parkside Prosper, this is actually a gated community. I absolutely love this one. They've done a really good job with the landscaping in this neighborhood. Gated, which a lot of people love. So definitely another one to add to the list if you're going to be looking in Prosper. And while we're over here, the thing I completely forgot to mention is that there's also a second Kroger in Prosper on the northern side. So this first one that we were looking at is way over here by Windsong Ranch. But the second one is a little bit further east and it's up here. So if you're up in this area over here, kind of by Prosper High School, then you're going to have closer access to a Kroger than the one that we had originally talked about. So a lot of great things going on in Prosper. What you're going to find is that Prosper, for the most part, is a really nice, well-maintained, higher-end community. I mean, the price point of homes here is definitely some of the higher that you'll see in the DFW Metroplex, and it's a reason for that. I mean, you're getting really nice communities, you're getting really nice schools, you're getting really nice, value for, even though it is a little bit more expensive. it's hard to beat the location and the elegance that comes with Prosper, and it's only going to get better as time goes on. Now, in just a second, I'm going to talk about the 3 most popular neighborhoods that people are moving to in Prosper, Texas. But first, if you are looking to make the move here and you're needing a guide, you're needing somebody to represent you on the real estate side and find that perfect home for you, then definitely reach out. Shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email. Anytime. My job is to help you find that perfect place to call home here in the DFW Metroplex. All right, the first most popular neighborhood to move in here in the Prosper area is going to be Windsong Ranch. That is an absolute must for you to check out, and if it's in your price point, definitely a contender for you. The second is going to be Star Trail. Now again, it's going to be a little bit higher price point home there, but it's an absolutely gorgeous neighborhood and a very popular one at that. And the third one is an up and coming neighborhood. It's called Mosaic, and it's a new construction neighborhood. You're seeing pretty much exclusively new homes there. So if you're looking for new construction and you want a great place, I would consider Mosaic as well. And until next time, I'll see you later.